So after Tier 3 in Ghost Rider, I had about 800 CCF left because I was just hoarding my resources at one point since I couldn't Tier 3 Dormammu. So I decided to just Tier 3 Magneto. Now I've been wanting to Tier 3 Magneto for the longest time. He's the best villain for the last villain mail day on ABX. And so, well, that's kind of the main reason that I wanted to Tier 3 him, even if I'm not too competitive an ABX player. But the reason I didn't Tier 3 him earlier was every time I was about to, there'd be a shiny new 800 CCF or so Tier 3 that would come out, and it'd be like, okay, I'm gonna push Magneto back. He'll be the next Tier 3, I swear. But I decided to do him some justice and finally give him the upgrade that he deserves. Deserves is kind of... I don't know if he really deserves it though, because as you can see, I'm on a stage 50. I think this might be the best team for him. And stage 50 is quite low for Cull Obsidian, not gonna lie to you guys. It's kinda disappointing. I don't know. At this point, there are so many characters that can do much higher stages of Cull Obsidian, but then... Oh, look at that spike. Wow, that was a huge spike in damage. But, I don't know, I really enjoy playing with Magneto, right? Like, I don't know if any of you guys out there remember, but before this House of X uniform, he was one of the worst Tier 3s to have. Like, he was down there with Black Panther. But with this uniform, he got a massive buff, and he's pretty good as a Tier 3 now, I would say. Now, Ghost Rider, since I did a video most recently on him, definitely much better than he is, right? At least for World Boss. But then again, I don't think Magneto's strength ever really lied in his World Boss performance. I think it's really in the other content that he does, right? So I just wanted to showcase some World Boss performance. Oh wow, we're almost dead. Whew. Okay, but yeah, I wanted to showcase some World Boss performance because a lot of the character's worth is based on his value in World Boss, since it's one of the most popular game modes in the game. And this is basically his value. He can do a stage 60, but when I tried it, I kept dying. Like, he definitely has the damage to clear it, but it's just kind of hard to keep him alive. And I think that's also one of the problems, the bigger problem that I have with his kit. You can see he deals quite good damage. His all defense down is quite low, and which I think kind of holds him back. Maybe in a future uniform, they'll get a much higher all defense down debuff, which will make him much better for World Boss. But then he doesn't have that right now, so we'll have to wait. But yeah, I do enjoy his playstyle. I enjoy the playstyle of being able to cancel character skills. I don't know, it just feels like it's like you're combining the best parts of their kit into one big attack, right? And yeah, look at this. I mean, again, it's just a stage 50, but Magneto is killing it. It's also just something I thought of. It's kind of annoying how Magneto has a better leadership than Professor X. Not that he's not a good leader, but Professor X is, come on, like the leader of the X-Men. Whatever. But yeah, we do clear the stage. Yeah, it's a very solid outing for Magneto. Very easy, very easy. So I want to showcase the build that I have in my Magneto right now. It's not necessarily anything that's too amazing, but I just want to showcase so that you might understand how much you need to build Magneto in order for him to get similar or a better performance in different game modes, right? So he's capped out in all the important stats. He's capped out in crit rate, crit damage, ignore defense, and cooldown. You can see there his mine resist is insanely high, and that is because of the obelisk that I have on him, which I will showcase in a bit. But yeah, the important stats are capped out. He has Uru there, like it's enough to cap out the important stats, but there's still some space to make some tweaks if necessary, right? These are some crit damage. No, yeah, there's 1 damage, crit rate, Uru. Yeah. So his new uniform, well, not new anymore, but his most recent uniform gives him a substantial skill changes, right? He has all defense down, albeit very low all defense down. He has paralysis on his 3rd skill. His actually all of his skills basically go through a massive change. There's invincibility on his 4th skill, which it has the missiles that come in, which you can cancel in order to get a maximum effect. And then there's the accumulation on the 5th skill, which I think gives him the most, the biggest bump in his damage, right? Accumulation does so much for a character, I think. His Power of Angry Hulk ISO 8 set could be a lot better, but it's just what I have on him. And he has a crit damage, 140 proc. It's nothing amazing. It's a very, very cost-efficient build, I would say. I mean, I do have his uniform Mythic, but that's just because I only have one option available, which is the Mythic option, right? He has chain hit damage on his uniform, just to remind those who forget. But yeah, we have the Doctor Strange uniform at Mythic, and I wanted to take advantage of that. And I've been hoarding Magneto bio since I got his deluxe pack. So yeah, this is the build that I have on my Magneto. You've seen what he can do in World Boss. I'm going to take him into some other content, have a more comprehensive look at what he can do. Okay, so we have some GBR gameplay to look at from Magneto. Now, I think with the CTP of Rage, Magneto can be really, really good for GBR and content that doesn't rely on all defense. Now, I've seen a lot of content on him showing that he's one of the highest DPS characters in the game. Well, I don't know if that's true anymore, but at the time of this uniform's release, he was one of the highest DPS characters in the game when it comes to raw damage, with a CTP of Rage, of course. In order to unlock someone's true damage potential, I think a CTP of Rage is definitely necessary, no question about it. We have some tough competition here in terms of the GBR run. We're going up against an Odin and a Professor X. They're no slouches. I mean, I think with the Odin, maybe the supports could do a little better. He has Hela and Loki, if I remember correctly. But the Professor X has Star-Lord lead and Coulson support, so that is very substantial. We just brought Wasp and Shuri here, Wasp so that he doesn't get debuff. But we're doing pretty good here, I think. I mean, it is just Master Mold, it's not Galactus or anything like that. But I think it's pretty good, right? And I really do love his gameplay. I think definitely a big upgrade on his base kit. I don't have his other uniforms, I can't say, but yeah. It just makes him feel more like, you know, he's in control of the metal that he has flying around, right? I don't know, that's pretty cool to me. Okay. We almost got it here. Can't wait to see how we fare in terms of damage. Alright, we have our proc here, so I might just, yeah, go into the tier 3 skill. Alright, there you go. And wow, oh, we out-damaged the Odin and the Professor X. Very surprising. I'm not sure if their builds are just bad, or if Magneto is really just that good. But yeah, that's Magneto for you. Alright, so now we're gonna have some Danger Room Extreme. Best of luck to us. Yes, thank you, Mighty Mabel. Best of luck to us. Yeah, we have some Danger Room Extreme gameplay here. I was kind of hoping I could get the lead option so that I could use Magneto's leadership, but alas, we don't. Cyclops lead is pretty good as well, though, so can't really complain about that. We also get the 30% from his passive, 30% attack. So that's not too bad. But I think Magneto, maybe more so than other characters, will not do well in this game mode because his passive does more damage against machine types and human types. So and none of the bosses in Danger Room are fall into those categories, right? It's kind of the opposite of Ghost Rider, since Ghost Rider has the 120% extra damage to supervillains, so he has advantage on days against Magneto and Strife. But yeah. Ooh, and we're already our health is already so depleted. Magneto doesn't have a heal. He doesn't need one. I mean, like, if we're gonna be okay, maybe he does need one in terms of the game, but he's not a character that traditionally heals. So I'm pretty opposed to giving characters like that heals because it kind of reduces the impact that the flavor has in the game. I've talked about this before, but yeah, a heal here would definitely be helpful in playing him, but it just wouldn't be faithful to the character, I imagine, you know. But yeah, despite us being really low on health, we're still alive to go to the next phase. Let's go here. Basically, I just, when I play with Magneto, I know that the optimal rotation would probably involve canceling 2, 3, and 4 altogether before hitting 5. But sometimes, you know, I just feel like when you land, when you hit the opponent, like you can already know when your proc's gonna go off, and I don't wanna test it too much. So I just wanna take what I can get, right? If the proc says I'm going to land, if the proc says I'm only gonna be able to get 2 and 4, I'll just stick with that. I think 2 and 4 are probably the most important anyway, because you can go 2, 4, and then 5, and then after the 5, use 3 to paralyze the boss. I mean, you can't paralyze the boss in game modes like GBR and Danger Room Extreme, but for world boss, it does work. So, yeah. Oh, we got missiles. Nice. Always great when you get one between the missiles and the heal. Those are definitely the best ones to get in Danger Room. Alright. If we can out damage an Odin here, I will truly believe in the powers of Magneto, but I just don't think that'll be the case. Odin's one of the best PvE characters in the game, with or without all defense down. So, yeah. But to be behind Odin, I don't think that's too bad a feat, right? I mean, surely we'll beat this Cyclops. Right? Strife is being really annoying. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, we're falling behind in terms of damage by a lot. This Odin is destroying us. I mean, destroying Strife. We're on the same team. But yeah. Alright. I'm glad this team knows how to play, you know. Alright, and I'm dead. Oh my god, that was bad. Oh my god, I might have just thrown the game for my team. I'm really enjoying Danger Room Extreme though, guys. I don't know about you, but it's been really fun getting to play with my own tier 3s in this game mode. Okay, we're almost there. We've got a pretty substantial lead, and we're frozen. Oh, just when I say that, we are frozen. And we're stuck in the tornadoes. Oh no. Oh no, I think we've basically thrown the game. Come on. Let's go, Odin. Come on. Help me out here, buddy. There you go. Goodbye, Frost. That's it. Okay, we clutched the game. Alright. No, not we. I can't take credit. That's all Odin. Look at that, 34 million damage. Oh, that's on him, man. 15 million, about half of Odin's output from Magneto. Less than half. Not bad, I would say. I think I'm pretty happy with that kind of output from my Magneto, especially with such a pedestrian build, you know. So last but not least, I'm going to be testing Magneto in some ABX content. Now I just want to make a disclaimer, I'm in no way a good ABX player, but I just thought that this showcase of Magneto would be incomplete without some ABX gameplay. Because this is really like his turf. You know, this is his territory. And I felt like I could use an upgrade on Hydra Supreme Captain America. So let's see if this is an upgrade. Alright, we're ready at 100,000. Look, I know there's gameplay out there of Magneto shredding this day in ABX with a CTP of Rage. But I don't have spare CTPs of Rage lying around. Okay, I would definitely do a lot more showcase videos of tier 3s if I did. But just gonna have to make do with what we have, right? It's pretty good though. I think already he's surpassing what Hydra Supreme Captain America can do for me, because generally Hydra Supreme Cap scores around 800 to 900,000 for me. 900,000's on a really good day though. Again, I'm not the best at this, but I do like getting the good rewards here. There are some good rewards, but we definitely need better ones. So yes. Alright, 600,000. That's probably the best reward I'm looking for. I want those comic cards so that I can possibly roll my cable card properly eventually. Still haven't rolled that one well. I think on the season of ABX where Paralyze is a thing, my score with Magneto will get a lot better because he does have Paralyze in his third skill, and I can take advantage of that. I look forward to doing that. I feel like this is just a good investment for my ABX scores. Not that I'm particularly competitive. I am competitive within the alliance. And the alliance that I have isn't particularly competitive. I mean, there's some CTPs of rage that go around there, but I don't think anyone is, you know, like a major whale when it comes to this game mode or anything. Alright, let's see if we can hit 1,000,000 here. I've never hit 1,000,000, I think, on Blast Villain Day. I'm hoping I can get it on the first try. Apologies if I'm not doing this rotation properly. I'm really just doing it in the way I would if I was playing World Boss or any other game mode like that. So if anyone watching is more familiar with Magneto and wants to recommend me a better rotation, I'm all ears. Feel free to leave it in the comments. But yeah, I don't know if we're gonna make it. We're still so far off the 1,000,000. We're getting there though. I mean, come on, 20k? How hard is it to score 20k? Oh, and we missed our proc too. Oh my god, wait. Yes. Oh god. We made it in the last couple of seconds. We made the 1,000,000 mark. Okay. Wow, look at these, for the most part, trash rewards. We need better ABX rewards. Come on, Netmarble. Listen up. But yeah, Magneto. Whew. What a run. So what are my final thoughts on a very overdue look at Magneto? I think many people already have a good comprehensive understanding of what Magneto can do and what his presence in the game means. But I just want to get my thoughts out there also. I think he's very good. He'll be in the meta for the foreseeable future given that he's the #1 choice for Blast Villain Day on ABX. But I think he's also very good for game modes like GBR and Danger Room Extreme, where you don't really rely on all defense down, because his damage output is pretty good as well. But I think he's kind of a victim of power creep. A lot of the tier 3s that have come out, especially as of recently, have kind of outshadowed him in many ways. But I'm still very hopeful for the future that he has in the game, because he's a very popular character. Magneto is a mainstay in like X-Men stories, comic lines, and possibly if Disney ever do decide to continue the Marvel Cinematic Universe, movies. So there's definitely so much potential for him in the future, and as much as this investment that I've made in him, in tier 3ing him, is something for now, it's also kind of me looking to the future and being, you know, just putting myself in the space to be excited for what's to come for the Master of Magnetism and all that. So yeah, I hope this, again, overdue look at Magneto has kind of reminded you of what he can do, or showed you what he can do, especially with a build that isn't so good. And I hope that you were able to take something away from it. And once again, thank you so much for watching.